The drop in new home sales was much bigger than analysts and economists had expected. They plunged 13.5% in July, the biggest decline in more than 3 years. In the markets, that meant home builder stocks suffered some big losses, with names like Ryland, KB Home, Toll Brothers, and others tumbling. Until now, the booming housing sector was held up as a strong sign that the U.S. economy was on the mend. Hampton Pearson has more on what may be behind the sudden decline.
July new home sales may turn out to be a litmus test for what higher interest rates can do to the housing recovery. Sales were down double digits to 394,000 seasonally adjusted annual rate, the slowest pace in 9 months. June also saw a downward revision to 455,000 from 497,000. That's according to the Commerce Department.
We've had a strong run in housing like we have in the stock market, and some correction was inevitable in the face of the spike in mortgage rates.
Potential home buyers deciding not to pull the trigger and sign a contract now that the average 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is at 4.58%, according to Freddie Mac, up a full percentage point since May.
Potential home buyers saying, we've seen some rate increases, we're seeing some more, we want to wait and see if maybe they go down before we sign that contract.
Those higher mortgage rates had the exact opposite effect on existing home sales. In July, they spiked upward by 6.5% to a 4-year high. But that's because home buyers locked in lower mortgage rates ahead of the current upward spiral. Economists say rising rates are a long-term negative for both new and existing home sales.
Generally, the initial phase of rising interest rate brings additional home sales activity, but further increases in interest rates, which we anticipate will begin to diminish the pool of eligible home buyers.
Even with the July setback, new home sales are up 7% over the last 12 months. But builders tell us housing starts on single-family homes in July were the lowest in 8 months. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Hampton Pearson in Washington.